Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to utilize textures in Minecraft. This is the stages in which I build. So now we can start off, and there's 5 different stages to this whole thing, and we start off with a blank wall, and this is basically your color scheme. This time I went for a spruce color, which I like it. Yeah, I like this spruce. Spruce is a very basic one, but that's the right reason I'm using it. I can't really say much about it because it's just the color. But next we move on to the texturing, and there's multiple ways you can texture a build. You can go from light to dark or dark to light. Usually you go from dark to light because it draws your attention upwards at the build. If it's drawing your attention down, it's just like psychologically doesn't look great. Something like that. If you want to know what this texture is more easily, it's this here with the, well, you can just copy it. I'll give you a second, and that's good enough. Basically goes through that, goes from dark to light, and I've gone for a semi overlapping texture. So what I've done here is you have the basic texture of it, where it goes like, let me just do this quickly. You have this texture here, but instead of always following it like a straight line, I might add one up here, and then I'll follow this down, and I might add 2 here or 3 here, and then I'll follow that with 1. It looks pretty decent, although it isn't a exact copy of what it should look like. If you were just going to do an exact copy, if you're going to do an exact copy, it would just end up looking very formulaic, very bland, very, you know, it looks alright. It all looks like it goes from dark to light, but it doesn't have any feeling to it. It doesn't have any, texture. You have to make your builds feel alive when you make them. Alright, so you have to have movement in your texture. You can't have it one straight line, adding lots of like variation in depth and all that. That's a pretty good basic example of how to make your textures. Obviously I can go into a lot more detail about the specific textures, but the next thing you want to do is get your texture to react to the environment. So what you can do, there are 2 ways you can do this. You can either have a window just and have it blankly on the wall and let the wall not change, or you can add depth to the wall by adding the texture underneath. Maybe this texturing of dark a bit, maybe that's a shadow, maybe it's some water damage, I don't know. Yeah, you get the gist. Anyway, the next thing I did with this is I added some variation, some color variation, a bit of a color that doesn't exactly mix anywhere on the gradient, attached to anywhere on the gradient. Now this is a little obscure, and you won't always need to use it. I didn't need to use it on this wall. I'll be perfectly fine using this, but you can. I'm just trying to show that you can use this type of small details on your build to instantly add loads of life to it. A better example would be this starter base I made over here. There's a reason I put the wall right next to it. It's because it's easy to get to, and because I can show this off instantly. You've got the basic texture, but then you've also got the mossy cobblestone and light grey terracotta, which instantly added tons of life to my build. I'm really proud of this. If I was told to build anything on my world and survival and like play with that house, I'd build this one probably. I think. Yeah, this one. Moving on, you've got the small details. Now, the final thing, which I don't know if this texturing or detailing, I know what part it falls into, but you can add little things like dark oak stairs and buttons and, spruce stairs, all that. Anything that mixes in with the color of it, you can add little indents and extras to it to make your texture feel like it has more life. Those are the 5 stages I'm going to show you. Thanks for watching. Well, you watched the video now. Thanks. You should click this video here now. It's a good video. I think it's a good video. I made it. Obviously, it's a good video because I made it. Put a lot of time into it. You should go watch it. Still there? Go watch it.